right, folks, the next thing you are going to do once you have created shapes for each of your letters, what you're going to do is you're going to go inside that letter and you're going to play. Things that you can do is you can change the color. You can also, if you go into gradient has a lot of options. So if you go into custom, what you can do is you can do either a radial gradient, which means that it goes from kind of dark to light from the center, or from the top left or top right. You can, if you do linear, it goes from light to dark one way, and you can pick the angle of it. Then the other thing you can do in your gradient is you can double click on, you can rotate with the shape or not. So that means if you want to move your shape around, the gradient stays the same. You can also add gradient stops, which means you can add colors. So if you double click, hold on, left click. Here we go. Oh, here we go. So you can, when you're selecting on one of these, you select here and then you can pick your color. So if I go blue here and then it goes blue to gray. So then I want to click this one and I want to make it a different blue. And then I click this one and I can make that a yellow. And then I can click this one and I can make it a really dark red. And I can click this one and make it maybe a purpley red. And then I can play with where these stops are, so how far or near they are. So I can kind of play with each of these stops, and if I decide I don't like that color, I'm going to remove it. That gives me a few less stops to play with, but it means that my colors can be a little bit more. So I can make it a lot less blue or a lot more blue, but see how it fades from one to the other. So I'm going to do a radial, and I'm going to do it from the center. I'm going to see what that looks like. So that kind of looks like that. Once you find one that you like, you should do probably all of yours the same or very similar. So if I go from here and I go to gradient, see the custom one that I've already done is already there. So then I've got my O. So what I want you to do is to do this to all of your letters. And then it's going to kind of look like this. This is where we're going next. So go back, use custom gradients to make your letters look kind of cool.